Hello to all dear viewers. Today I want to introduce you to a simple and effective power, the power of small daily habits. You may have heard many times that you must make big changes to improve your life, but the truth is that sometimes one small, steady step can be more transformative than a big leap. In this video, we will see why small habits matter, how to fit them into your life, how to face obstacles, and how those small changes can turn into big results over time. So, stay with me. Why small habits matter. When we look at people who have succeeded, the spotlight often falls on their big efforts. But behind many successes are tiny daily habits that gradually build the foundation for those achievements. A small habit, for example, reading 5 pages a day, may not have a dramatic effect in a single day. However, if you do it every day, after 1 year, you will have read a large number of pages, which can lead to deep learning. Because small habits are easy and doable, you're more likely to stick to them. They use less mental energy and cause less resistance. By contrast, when you design a big program, your mind may become exhausted or you may lose motivation. Principles for designing small habits. For a small habit to actually be effective, follow a few important principles. Clear and specific. Your habit should be stated so it's completely clear what must be done. For example, 10 minutes of journaling every day is better than write more. Simple reminder. Have something that reminds you of the habit, a phone alarm, a sticky note, or placing a related object in sight. Ease and minimal resistance. When the habit is simple, the chance you'll do it is higher. If you try to do 2 hours of exercise from day 1, failure is likely. Start with 5 minutes. Immediate, meaningful reward. The human brain responds to immediate rewards. After doing the habit, give yourself a small reward. A smile, ticking a box, or the internal feeling of satisfaction. Continuity and persistence. Even on days when you can't do it fully, doing a small part is better than abandoning the habit entirely. Examples of impactful small habits. Here are some small habits you can introduce into your life. 5 minutes of meditation or deep breathing every day. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each night before sleep. Drink 1 extra glass of water every morning. Spend 5 minutes tidying your desk each day. Write 2 things you accomplished that day. A short walk during the day. Read 1 page from a favorite book. Send a grateful or kind message to someone. If you do any of these daily, you'll notice their impact in a few months, not explosively, but steadily and tangibly. How to build a new small habit. Now that we know what a small habit is and why it matters, let's see how to introduce one into your life. Choose the right habit. Pick one from the suggested list or something you genuinely like and that fits your life. Start very small. For example, if you want 20 minutes of exercise a day, begin with 2 minutes. Use a reminder and a fixed schedule. For instance, 2 minutes of exercise after breakfast, or gratitude journaling before bed. A specific time helps your mind expect it. Track small wins. Each time you do it, mark it. A tick on the calendar, a check in an app, or a note in a notebook. Gradually increase intensity. When the habit becomes consistent, raise the amount or time a little. Don't jump suddenly to a level that invites failure. The compound effect and the power of time. One of the golden principles of small habits is the compound effect. Just like a small amount can grow significantly over time, small habits reinforce each other and lead to big changes. For example, if you read 10 pages a day, after 365 days, you will have read over 3,600 pages, the equivalent of several books. If you improve by 1% each day, after 100 days, you'll be more than twice as good as you were before. Combining habits and building a personal system. Habits become more powerful when combined. If you have breathing, reading, walking, and gratitude habits together, each one gives energy and meaning to the others. It's useful to design a system or cycle for yourself. Input, habits that prepare you, for example, breathing, mental warm-up. Main action, your core habit, for example, studying, writing, working. Output, or feedback, a habit that gives you a positive feeling afterward, for example, gratitude, reviewing progress. With this cycle, habits function not as isolated islands, but as an ecosystem in your life. Conclusion and call to action. Now we reach the point of action. Will you start one small habit today? Remember, a small habit that is clear, simple, and has a reminder is more likely to be performed. Accepting temporary setbacks is part of the path. Every day, no matter how small, if done consistently, leads to big long-term changes. At the end, I ask you to choose one of the small habits listed, or any habit you like, and start it tomorrow morning. In a few months, when you look back at today, you'll be surprised how a small step set your life in motion.